Madam Deputy Speaker, and it's a pleasure to serve the Honourable Member for Sleaford and North Hykeham. We sat on the Health Select Committee together and we heard the evidence from Sir Chris Whitty. We know what Professor Sir Michael Marmot has been saying for decades now. The public health evidence is so clear. 2.1 million pensioners living in poverty. That was our inheritance. But we have got to protect them every single day. They make the hardest budgetary decisions, harder than those of the Treasury where there are choices. They have no choice. They have to put a roof over their head. They have to pay for their food and they have to pay for their heating. And we know that now those sums aren't adding up and we're getting the letters coming in. We're looking at the figures that our constituents have to look at every single day. And they're scared. And they're telling us they're frightened because they won't switch the switch, because they know if they do, they will have bills that they cannot pay. And we need to protect those very vulnerable people. And I commend my right honourable friend for driving forward that ambition to get 880,000 pensioners signed up to pension credit. And I really hope that people will test the system and make sure that they can. 243 questions though on a questionnaire, and then, of course, a 9-week wait for that to be processed. But we must drive that forward, and the last government failed in that endeavour. But we still have got to protect those that don't. And many don't for a reason, and we know that. They may have dementia. It's complex. It's stressful. And perhaps there's pride as well, because we're talking about working men and women. They've worked hard all their lives. They might have put a little bit aside, they might not. But ultimately, we need to help them. And then there's the million people who are above that pension threshold. They too need support. They are fuel poor. They will struggle this winter. And as the Honourable Member said, when you're cold, you put greater demands on your body. Your body fights back. And sadly, as it does, you're at risk of heart attacks, strokes, and worse. And of course, those respiratory diseases prey on the most frail and vulnerable. And when we look at where those people will go, they'll be queuing up with the GPs, they'll be looking to the NHS, and for sadly, many will not be with us. And it's with my conscience that I cannot vote for these measures, but I am determined to work with government to find the mitigation which is absolutely crucial. Age UK and many other charities are saying it's too late to find alternatives. They say delay. I say let's delay. Let's get this right. We can't afford not to.